Hey, it's Justin from the past. I'm here with 4 lovely people from Pub Heroes, and we're about to play some D&D. I'll let them introduce themselves one by one. On my right is...
It's Louis, and I am from Pub Heroes as well, and I do DM volunteering managements, and I'm in contact with many of the outside partners that we play our D&D on.
Wonderful.
All right, I am Daniel. I am mostly busy with production at Pub Heroes, and of course, I'm also one of the DMs.
Sick.
My name is Sesko. I'm the founder of Pub Heroes, and I mostly do business development and a little bit of everything.
Great.
And I'm also Daniel. This is going to become a thing if you come to Pub Heroes. There's many, many Daniels. And I'm the main writer at the moment.
Lovely. So Dan, Irish Daniel, what will we be doing today?
So today we're going to be playing one of our sessions of Flash D&D. It is a kind of stripped back version of Dungeons & Dragons that we have developed ourselves. It's great for short sessions at festivals. We aim to have it be played in about 30 minutes. But it can go a little bit longer, which is probably going to today. We've even had shorter sessions which go for 15 minutes.
Crazy.
And it's very, very impromptu and very, very improv heavy. So it's going to be very player-led, and a lot of what's going to happen is going to be all based off of what you guys decide to do today.
Sure. So some people might know D&D as, fantasy role-playing. You sit around for hours. But how does Flash D&D work, and why is it different than regular D&D?
Well, like I said, it's a much shorter experience. You kind of hit the ground running. Less rules as well. It's less number intensive. You can kind of, if you've never played a role-playing game before, I think you can pick this up very, very easily. And it's a lot more focused on the role-playing side of things. There is combat. We're going to have some combat, hopefully, depending on what you guys do, of course, in this session. But ultimately, it's very player-focused, and it's very, very role-play heavy.
Fantastic. Well, I'm ready to go. You guys?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Alrighty. So, you all find yourself in the city of Groningen-based. You thought you'd signed up for a simple gladiatorial competition. But when you arrived, you realized all too late that something was amiss. The advertisement simply stated, defeat our reigning champion and win 1,000 gold pieces, a princely sum. You're the only ones who have signed up, and now no one in the city will tell you the nature of the event. You step out into the light to a crowd of roaring onlookers, all of whom have come here to see you face off against this champion. A man, a dwarf I should say, not a man, a dwarf, male dwarf, comes from the other side of the arena. He casts a spell, and as he speaks, his voice booms out much, much louder than would naturally be capable. He seems to have enhanced his voice with this spell.
Rudimentary magic.
Meet our challengers, who in just over an hour will be competing against the reigning champion. And with this, another roar of applause from the crowd. If you would all like to introduce yourselves to your adoring fans, I'm sure they'd like to know who it is who will be facing off against our champion.
You hear the squeaking of metal as Adalard walks around carrying his heavy blades that's scratching the ground. He's clad in armor and just lifts his vizier of his helmet up to gaze amongst the crowd so they can see his face and he can see what's in front of him. And his will is as heavy as his blade is, and he's also known as he who lifts the unliftable.
Okay, so the crowd seems to really like this introduction. They give another roaring round of applause to you.
You shall see me soon!
Great. The crowd looks down, and they gently hear the sound of Barracuda by heart played on a lute as a gorgeous half-elven bard steps forth, presenting himself towards the crowd, playing, turning, boasting his half-elven features, like pointy ears. He proclaims, I am Galador Peckins, but you may all know me as Butterscotch, the famous bard.
Some people in the crowd seem to actually recognize the name. A number of very beautiful-looking women in the front row swoon at the name Butterscotch, and a few people call out, Butterscotch, it's me, your biggest fan. You can hear it from different places in the crowd.
I do a wink and I play my lute at them.
Oh, there's another uproarious round of applause. People are digging this.
I do a backflip. No.
Good start.
You see a gentleman who's wearing relatively fancy robes, but also a bit functional, purplish in color. He has a shortish salt and pepper beard and a longish salt and pepper wavy hair. He has a small glasses on the tip of his nose, and he's waving a fancy wooden wand around, and some sparkles fly through the air. And he looks a little bit surprised at seeing these sparkles, but he owns it, and he says, Eridanus Absolus, magician extraordinaire, at your service.
Okay, there's a very dignified clap at this. People are they're digging your energy, and they've kind of come down to meet you, so they're going to give you a very dignified round of applause for that one.
Thank you, yes, thank you. We will be doing the thing, yes. Thank you.
Lastly, you will see a halfling, so a very short little guy, who just steps out of the shadow of the big knight in armor. He is almost as wide as the sword is that the knight is wielding. He just steps out and goes, "Hi, I'm Micky, the clock, and I'm also here." And all what the crowd sees is this little halfling fellow with very polished shoes, almost too short trousers, and just a linen shirt with a very button-up vest over it. And he is trembling. He is just shaking. This was not what he thought it was gonna be. And now he's with all these tall folk and swooning women, apparently, who he's never seen before. And he's just trying to put on a very brave face. The clock!
So, seeing you struggle a little bit, the announcer's going to come over. He'll place his hand on your shoulder and he'll say, "Give one more round of applause for our brave hero, Micky the Clock, everyone." And there's another uproarious cheer from the crowd.
Okay.
I just want to note that for all our introductions, I was playing like some fitting music, depending like on the wizard and the knight, and for me the bard, of course. But for Micky, I stopped playing. I was tuning.
Micky hasn't noticed.
He's doing his head, just
Yeah,
trembling.
he's just sitting there, eyes bulging. Yeah.
So, an interesting group will be participating in our competition today. One last round of applause, and then we will have 1 hour of break and recess for our heroes, our champions, to prepare themselves. And when they get back, they'll be facing up against our champion. And with this, there's applause and some laughter in the crowd as people start to kind of snigger to themselves.
I wink at the ladies again.
They have... Oh, they're unconscious. Yeah, unfortunately, they're not able to wink back.
I feel accomplished.
Yeah. So with this, the crowd starts to kind of filter out, and you're left alone with this announcer, this dwarven male, who kind of turns to you all. He relinquishes the spell on his voice, and he says, "Well, good luck out there. I hope that you fare better than most do, but I'm sure you'll be fine. With that sort of uproar and all the gusto you have, I'm sure you'll be doing just fine."
Well, I think you forgot just to do one thing. Who will we be facing off? They didn't get an introduction. Who is it?
Yes, it's our champion. Yes.
Yes. Who is the champion? What's their name?
Oh, don't worry about that. It will all become clear fairly soon after the fight starts.
Fight? Because, you said face off. Is there anything else we can do except fight?
I was assured that when you signed the form for this, that you were given explicit information for your consent. This did happen, yes?
We did, yes. We read everything. It's no surprise to me. No.
Yes.
Your allies can also sign.
Yes, I can read.
That's good. That's going to help you a lot, I think, in this.
I put a hand on Micky's shoulder. I'm trying to just console you a little bit. Like, hey, it's
We'll be fine. I mean, this champion, of course we know what kind of champion we're fighting. It's clear. I'll explain it to you later.
Oh, okay.
And you can see the whimsy kind of fade from this dwarf's face as he realizes that maybe you all aren't quite sure what you've gotten yourselves into. But nonetheless, he says, "You will be fine, of course. Listen to your friend here. I'll see you in an hour. Make whatever preparations you need to. And I'll be around if you need me, I suppose. But I'm sure valiant heroes as yourselves, you'll do just fine.
Well, tally-ho then, dwarf.
Tally-ho.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yes, thank you for the good introductions.
Mhm,
I
yes.
turn to the party and I'm like, well, we're going to die. How about a song?
Well, I think it's a bit too soon for a requiem for my taste. I think we have some time to look into the matter, see what we can discover. I can maybe leaf through the tome a little bit, see if we can uncover some knowledge about this mystery champion.
What tomes do you want to look at?
Oh no, my spell book.
Your spell book.
Yes.
Your spell book would help us with this champion.
Of course, yes.
You assured me when that you signed us up for this that there would be an evil creature that we would have to slay, but you don't seem to even know what we're facing.
This is most likely correct.
Always this shit.
But let me. I assume we have some quarters, yes, where we can retreat for now. We're not going to do this research in the middle of the arena.
Of course.
Yes, lead the way, Adalard, to our quarters.
Of course. And I start walking, carrying his sword behind him.
So
I stay very close behind you.
you guys can head into the battle wings, which is where you came from at the start. It's a kind of a staging area where you can have, you can have your wounds sort of treated. There's racks to hold your weapons and armor, things like this, and buckets for you to clean yourself off. Wash all the blood off after a hardy day of fighting.
Right, I assume there's like some sort of table or something where
Yeah,
I can,
of course,
where I
yeah.
can set up. I'll put down my heavy spell tome and I start flicking through it. And I would like to use my magical skill to see if I can go through the tome and get some magic going to see if we can learn a thing or two. Maybe a divination spell or something.
Okay, have a look through your spell book.
Okay.
Which of your skills will you be using for this role?
Magical, which has a +4.
Very apt.
First dice roll of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that is a 4 on the die, so that's an 8 total.
Eight total. So you, with a lot of confidence, begin to leaf through your spell book, and then after maybe 5 or 10 minutes of this, you can see the confidence start to wane from Eridanus' face, and you all notice this happening. You leaf through as much as you can. You try to see if there's possibly some sort of like reveal lore spell or something that could help, but it seems like you haven't prepared it, or you haven't done enough to will that spell into existence.
With a really smug look on my face, I lean on the table. I'm like, "Well, Eridanus, that book, how's it working out for you?"
Yes, this is going perfectly. But why don't you make sure that you look for any other avenues of discovery and investigation while I maintain my concentration on this? Because now that you've broken my concentration, I have to start all over again.
Oh, sure thing.
As soon as he starts panicking, is there anyone else around, either working there or?
In this room, no, but you're allowed to leave out if you want to go into sort of like the greater arena area. If you want to ask like the citizens or even like people who work here.
Yeah, I would like to look for anybody that works the venue.
Mhm.
The more the elderly, the better.
Okay. So you head outside and you take a quick glance around, and there's a very, very old elven woman, poor little old woman, who's just sort of sweeping away the debris in the actual arena. She seems to be kind of getting it ready for you guys to fight with. So you approach her.
Yeah.
When you do, you kind of startle her a little bit.
Yeah.
She's holding onto her broom, barely managing to stand up. And
Yeah.
even when you watched her walk, you could see she was at a snail's pace, moving across this very large open space. But when you see her, she turns and she says, "Oh, you're fighting today, aren't you?"
Yeah. What I think.
Oh,
At
good
least
for
I know
you.
Adalard will be, and I will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But ma'am, you seem to be here for a very long time, and looking at the pace you're going, you will be here for a very long time again. And hopefully, the thing you will be sweeping won't be my blood. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm terrified. I'm just a small little guy, and I have so many debts to pay. This is the only reason why I signed up. Do you have any information for me regarding this champion?
Do you have a skill you'd like to use for this?
Charming.
Yes, absolutely. Go for your charming check.
Okay, here we go. That is a 9.
9. So it's better than the last one, but
+2.
oh, 9 on the dice. Okay.
Yeah.
11. Okay. So she listens to your entire sob story and she kind of nods along, and then when you're finished, she says, "Oh my dearie, I'm so sorry to hear that you're having such a tough time of it.
Yeah,
But,
I really am.
You really, really should have thought of that before you signed up for this tournament. It's very dangerous, you know. Well, good luck, I suppose."
I want to follow Micky out, and I want to like try to support and be like, "Oh, hold up there, pretty lady, young lady."
Oh,
Smashing. Huh? I do a little pirouette and a little twirl and a wink and a kiss and a backflip, and I wanted to use my charming to be like, look at this. He's scared. You know, let's help the little guy out. I nudge him a little too hard.
I start crying just a little bit. You know that one tear, the Sinead O'Connor tear? Nothing compares to you.
Nothing
When he
compares
starts
to you,
playing that, so play Sinead O'Connor.
So, as this is a help action, but you're also kind of trying to help at something that you sort of already tried to do, I'm going to let you roll, but you're going to have disadvantage. So,
Sure. Okay, I'll
roll
roll
twice,
twice.
take the lower number.
Sounds good. So I have a +4 to charming. That's a 14
Or-
and I rolled
Oh.
10 twice. So
Okay.
14.
Nice. So, you have a bit more luck. She looks around a little bit more and she says, "I'm afraid I can't tell you, my dearie, what's happening. It's sort of a secret. It spoils the surprise, really, when if it gets out too soon. Listen, you should probably be okay. Probably. I wouldn't worry too much. And either way, think about it this way. No matter what happens, you won't have debts at the end of this."
That's oddly comforting, ma'am. Thank you.
I'm sorry I can't be of more help, but I will be right there in the stands watching the entire thing take place.
Yeah.
Which part of the stand so I can find you? Wink.
Oh.
All of this is disconcerting to me.
I'm sure a lady as beautiful as myself, you'll be able to spot me immediately.
Of course, gorgeous. Sorry.
So, a little bit flustered, she goes back to her work. With this, you start to hear, you look up and there's kind of like these boxes all around, and noise starts to come out of them. You can actually hear a voice calling out, "The match will begin in 50 minutes. Make sure to get all of your preparations, your snacks, your beverages ready in advance."
5-1 or 5-0?
5-0.
My goodness.
Well, I see the buckets, the cleaning buckets, still filled with blood a little bit. I see you two coming back. I'm like, this is unfair. They all know what they're fighting. We don't know what we're fighting. And I start knocking on doors.
You kind of knock around and see who
Yeah.
you can
With
get
the
out.
buckets?
No. I see the buckets and I'm like,
It
no.
motivated you to.
It motivated
Oh,
me.
right,
Yeah.
right.
So you attempt to speak to their manager in a sense. You're going to go and try to find someone higher up, I suppose, or just anybody really.
Well, it's just I'll just like kind of start exploring a little bit. Anyone who wants to follow me can, and like see where the doors lead, you know. And
I'll tag along.
Yeah. Do you want to stay in the back rooms or do you want to go out into where the public is?
I suppose the back rooms are fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the arena itself is kind of like an oval shape, and the back rooms kind of spread out from it, and they're all sort of parallel to the edges. So they kind of all go out in this sort of half ovally shape as well.
Yeah.
You begin to kind of go down. Some of them have names on them, and when you knock a couple of times, you get people shouting back like, "Go away! I'm busy right now." Would you like to press one of these further?
Yeah. I guess one that sounds a little. Yeah. The first, I am busy right now. I'll knock a little bit harder this time.
Okay, so the door says Orville Sad on it. SAAD. And when you open the door, there is a fairly young gnome hidden behind a massive stack of books, except for the fact that the end of his quill is kind of moving along the top of the book line. You wouldn't even know there was anybody here. But when you come in, he jumps up on the table and kind of peeks over and he says, "Oh, it's you. You're the You're the competitors for today. What are you doing here?
Well, no one seems to want to talk to us about who we are actually facing here tonight. or
Yeah.
This evening.
You got a problem?
Yes, it's unfair. We were told they know what they're facing, and we don't know what we're facing. So I assume that it would be perfectly reasonable to know what we're facing.
You are Adalard, yes?
I am Adalard, yes.
Give me one moment, please. He kind of goes down into his stack of papers and he pulls out one and he puts it on the top. He says, "And is this your form that you signed when you signed up for this competition?"
It was, I suppose my signature is under there, yes.
Then I don't have to tell you anything.
You don't? What's on the form?
Oh, you didn't read the fine print. Come here to me.
All right.
So when you come over, he like jumps up on the book and like presses your nose right down into the form, and like in teeny tiny print, there's hundreds of stipulations, almost baked into the actual like fiber of the paper itself.
Oh my God.
You're not allowed to complain. You're not going to know who you're fighting. We will give you the money, but there's many stipulations as to why we don't have to give you the money. One of which includes trying to find out more about this champion before you fight them.
Can I take this moment while this gnome is fondling Adalard to see if I can learn anything from the many books around here, which is totally up my alley?
Absolutely. Would you like to use a skill for this?
Yes, I have the smart skill, which I would like to use to think quickly and gather knowledge from these tomes.
Sure, make your check.
Well, great. That's a 3. Plus 3 is a 6.
6.
Hot
Okay.
dice today.
So you try to scour. A lot of it seems to be ledgers and things like this, containing just data about the arena and whatnot. The only one that really stands out to you is a book about the history. And even though Danganbal is a very dry, almost like a desert city that you're in, the book is about the history of Danganbal, but on the front of the cover is like a large ocean and a boat. Unfortunately, though, it takes you too long to figure this out, and by the time you see this book, you don't get a chance to leaf through it. When this, who appears to be some sort of owner, tells you to leave.
All right, I've seen the details on this contract. I accept my faith.
Hold on. I mean, what if I want to look at the contract? I want to try to convince.
Well, I think these two guys went on their own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We didn't follow.
No.
What are we doing? Hanging out?
What are we doing?
What are we doing? I'm trying to hype you up.
Well, in the meantime, where I would have liked to have followed them at a distance, but I would have asked you to come along. I'm not going to go anywhere by myself.
Okay,
sure.
so as you guys go to follow your companions, you just see them kind of being shoved out the door of a room,
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
the door
You're
is
like,
slammed shut behind them.
Whilst they were going through the different doors, was there a door that wasn't answered by anyone? Because he was ramming on doors.
Yeah, one of the first few doors. Well, a few of the first doors were on.
Then I would say the second door
Okay.
that wasn't answered while they move on.
Yep.
I wanted to see if I could break into that one. So then, if needed, Butterscotch could have been a distraction because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who I talk to. You swoon everybody anyway. So keep a lookout.
Okay.
Got you.
Sure. Do you have a skill that you'd like to use to try to break in?
Yes.
Could I
would sneaky.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's totally fine.
could I use my charming abilities to hype him up so he gets advantage on that?
You have to make the roll first.
Yeah,
so
sure,
use your
sure.
charming, and then if you get a high enough roll, we'll say that.
I got you. No, I got an 8 total.
8. Okay. It's not going to be a punishment now. I don't know. No, I don't think so.
I
I'd make
insult you by accident.
you can make your.
You can break in. You're short and weak and pathetic.
These are all things that I did that I already knew.
Don't play the break-in song when we're breaking in.
We're breaking in.
So, so with slight heartbreak, I just go, I think the light is better like this. And I turn my face away while I just on the other eye now go like one little tear.
We're breaking in.
Yeah, we're breaking in. Okay, that's an 15.
Okay. Right, we got a high roll for the first time on session.
15 is high rolling now. I mean, this is horrible. All right, here we go.
So even through the tears and everything, you managed to
I'll show this beautiful motherfucker. Gorgeous piece of asshole.
We're breaking in.
You manage to jiggle it around, and then you hear the familiar click of the lock as it opens, and then you make your way inside.
Hey, nice going, little guy.
Alzik, when I see that, I actually say, Micky, I'm so sorry, but it seems like you're going into that room unwanted. I've just been told that it's against the rules that we signed up for.
Butterscotch, take care of it. And I just move in and just...
Micky.
No, Adalard, let me tell you a thing or two about the contract.
I want to, as soon as he start making morality, make this about a question about morality, I'm going to go in and tell Butterscotch to swoon him or
Hey,
something.
Adalard. Nice armor.
Okay, so while they're keeping
Thanks,
your
but it's not really the point right now.
Looks good.
they're keeping your paladin nice and distracted. You manage to head inside. It appears to be a storeroom actually. When you come inside, there's no name on the door either. When you go inside, it's a storeroom with racks and racks of weaponry. Most of it's completely full. Swords, shields, all this kind of stuff. However, there's 4 slots in one of the racks that are empty.
Can I tell what should be there?
So it appears to be a long weapon of some kind. If you have a skill, might be able to glean some further information from it.
If I look at it real quick. Because I have sneaky, quick, and charming.
Sneaky,
Give it a quick look.
Take a
quick look at
and
it.
discern information. I would allow you to possibly get a quick look at it and then describe it to one of your party members, and then they might be able to figure it out. How does that sound?
Does it look too heavy for me to pick up, or
No, the rack is empty. There's 4 slots in there that are empty. They seem to hold some sort of long weapon.
Oh,
on
I
it,
thought
but they're
one was
gone
still
at the
there.
moment.
Okay, yeah,
I know who we're fighting.
I'll just make a quick memory of it. Well, I quickly look at it.
Yeah, sure.
And then I'll quickly explain it to the
someone,
others.
So make your quick roll for people.
Yeah. Oh, that's 12.
12. Okay, 12 is enough. You managed to go in, like you've done this before. You've cased places. You know, you managed to get in, quickly see the valuables, and then get out again. So you managed to
Because I repair clocks, by the way, so I need to look at the valuable clocks. Just
oh yeah, of course.
I'm not a
As
thief.
you do.
I'm a clockmaker.
I'm a clockmaker.
No.
We're breaking in.
But yeah, so you managed to get this quick look, and then before they've even gotten to the second point that your companion was trying to make about why it's wrong to break into places, you're out.
I go outside and I go, you know what, Adalard, you're right. I shouldn't do this. And I lock it behind me again. I feel so bad about it because you know what? It was completely full, but it looked like somebody stole 4 really long weapons. And I start to describe it as detailed as possible. I mean, that feels really bad. What do you think that could be?
I would like to use my strong ability. Maybe it's a bit of a stretch, but like me being someone that carries large weapons, that being a long weapon, maybe it's something that I know.
I've used before, absolutely, yep.
It's your vibe.
What?
That one.
It's like a spear or something, you have no idea. Yeah.
Well, I will say...
Really big sword, maybe?
Yeah, I will say, Micky, you make me so proud sometimes. It's really new for me that you consider this type of stuff, but I actually don't know what you're talking about. But I'm happy that you came out. You see, it's just about, and I started rambling about the rules. As you think of
You know what? I think, Adalard, maybe it's wise that you and Butterscotch try some other rooms, see if we can learn anything else. Maybe find some provisions to aid us in the fight. There was nothing in the contract about that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yes.
Maybe there's a market today. We could go buy some food.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yes, great idea. How about you go do that, and me and Micky will talk about something else. Micky.
Yes?
The door that we just went into, there was this book with the history about this place, and there was something funny about it. My academical senses were tingling when I saw that book. Unfortunately, I don't have the specific skill sets that you possess to acquire things without, unbeknownst to the owners of said objects. Do I make myself clear? Go in that room and steal the book that's called this and that.
Oh, okay. No, this makes sense.
Good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But also, I really don't like stealing.
No, it's not stealing. We're just temporarily borrowing it. It's like a library.
Oh,
But just don't.
I have tons of books from the library.
Yes, but just make sure that the librarian doesn't see you, because he's not very nice. He wouldn't understand, see?
Oh, shitty librarian. Okay. Sure.
Okay, so make your stealth check, I suppose, or a
Yes.
sneaky check.
The sneaky check. All right, here we go. 19.
Okay. All right. So, like a ghost, you creak open the door, and for a second, you see the pen stop, and you stop. And you wait for a second until the scratching begins again, and exactly where Eridanus pointed you to, this book about the history of the town that you're in, Dangenball. Very strange-looking book, battered and kind of very worn out, very, very old as well, with, like I said, a boat and a vast ocean on the front of the book. And you manage to get out. Just as you do, the pen stops one more time, but the door's already closed and you're gone.
I go outside, so here's a book about pirates.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. I'll put it under the folds of my robes, and I'll go back to our quarters so that we can have some time to read it.
Okay.
With this, you all hear over this magical speaker box, which is all around the arena. 30 minutes, folks. We have just 30 minutes until the main event. Don't forget to get your Dangenball Arena merchandise while you still can. The lines are going to be very, very long at the end, so get them now while you can.
So, Adalard,
Merchandise.
you want some merch?
Yeah, man, that sounds great. Yeah.
Maybe after the fight, you and I, we can go get some merch.
Yeah.
Talk to some ladies,
Yeah, ladies. Yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna make our way to like a market. We want to try to find a market or maybe a potion vendor or something like that.
Sure, you're going to leave the arena for this? Going to like head out into Dangenball proper?
Yeah. Should we try to get some resources?
Yeah, that's what they told us to do.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Let's do that.
You and I, bud. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, we don't
got
go
this.
together often.
Yeah. You're
Kind of new.
Your armor's like noisy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's but also my sword is really loud.
Yeah. Sure thing, man.
Is that just is your sword loud because you just scrape it on the floor all the time?
Yeah. There's no sheath. It's just like
That's how he grinds it, man.
Sharpens it, yeah. Sharpens it.
So we-
Super dull sword.
It's mostly bludgeoning.
It's just
It's a bludgeoning sword. Yeah.
it's a mace at this point.
So we want to leave the arena. Yeah.
Yeah, so as you step out into kind of the public area of the arena to get out into the main, into Dangenball proper to the main gate, you're immediately swarmed by people. They don't like try to grab you or anything like that, but they come over to you and they surround you and they basically walk with you the entire way out. They're fascinated by you guys and the prestige that you're hopefully about to win, or not, depending on how things go, I suppose. But people seem to be, they're showing their adoration for you as you leave. You make your way out, and the main entrance to the arena leads out into kind of a market district, kind of a very large semicircular shopping square. In the center, there is a statue to what appears to be the founder of the town, Lord Dangenball, who many years ago founded the city. The statue is of a human, older human male, and he has an eye patch on one eye, and he has a hook for a hand.
He's a pirate.
How do you know?
I've met many pirates in my time, from all my songs. I want to ask the snazziest lady in like the crowd of people following us for like the best potions nearby, the best stuff, the good stuff.
Margaret's Apothecary is probably the best place to go if you want some potions.
Lead the way.
Oh, it's just over there. You see the place with the pretty little flowers outside. Just don't eat any of them. A few of the local children have had some bad experiences with that.
Adalard, have you ever eaten some flowers? Are you hungry? Can I convince you to eat some flowers?
You could try to convince me to eat some flowers. Yes.
Ooh. Can I do that?
Between players, that's up to your character if you want to eat the flowers.
Sure. You know, he's Adalard is someone who can be kind of
Gullible.
lied to, you know, or like be
Naive.
persuaded to do stuff. You know, it's not. Depends if it's just if it's right. So you can try. Yeah.
Adelard's like the only one of us who can take a beating, so don't fuck him up.
I'm doing it because it's funny.
He can specifically be persuaded by Butterscotch, I believe.
Just Butterscotch. Well, I have a +4 to my charming, so I'm
Yeah.
going to.
That must be it.
Okay, 18.
18. I think that's enough to probably beat whatever
Yeah.
DC.
So you're sure this will aid me and us as a group in the battle to come?
No! And I point dramatically to the flowers and I bow. I'm like, Adalard, this is your calling. Do it. Eat these flowers.
Sure. I'll do it. Yes, I'll do it.
Okay. Would you like the white ones, the blue ones, or the yellow ones?
I'll go for the. You didn't say red, did you? No.
White, blue, or yellow?
I'll go blue.
Blue. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you bite. You take a clump of them and you put it in your mouth. It's a little bit bitter and it takes a little while to chew through them. They're a little tough. The stems are a little
Doesn't
tough.
seem like food.
You don't see any adverse effects. His skin turns blue.
I'm a couple steps back because in case he exploded or anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, good luck on you, man. Keep that helmet on. Woo, boy.
Yeah, it's literally if I put on the thing in front of my eyes, then you don't
Yeah.
see my skin, so it's fine. Yeah.
Put that visor down for a moment.
But unbeknownst to you, Adalard, you just feel pretty normal, yeah.
Well, I don't think it did anything. Do you want to?
I'm full, thank you. I had a big meal before. Yeah, I think we should actually head into the potion shop now.
So you head into Margaret's apothecary. As you open the door, she sees you immediately and she says, "Have you been eating the flowers in front of my store?"
Yes. Yeah. Did you see it? Was it against your law or?
No,
So I'm sorry if I did.
Do you feel like you're about to turn inside out?
No.
Then it's fine.
Okay.
What can I do for both of you?
Well, we're looking for. Do you know who we are, first of all? And I pose gallantly, expectedly, you know?
I can't say that I do.
You get to the arena often?
Oh, I would love to go today, but unfortunately there's no one to man the store while it's on, and people always need tinctures.
I have a wild plan to let her replace me, and I can run the store while she dies in the arena. I won't do that.
Again, two-part episode.
Okay, we're about to fight in the arena.
Oh, you poor
And
souls.
I flex, and I need some good potions for my team.
I'd be happy to help you out with that, of course, if you have the money to spend.
What? Check my empty pockets. What? First of all, what do we got? Some damage potions, some healing potions. What do we have?
Your basic healing vials, yes, if you wish to partake in that. The stronger stuff might be a bit much for your fragile constitution to be able to handle. But I can give you some of the basics.
I think some healing potions would do well. Right, Adalard? What do you think?
Or is there some specific effect that you wish to create?
Do you want your skin to not be blue? Sorry, I spoiled that.
I look in my mirroring armor to see if my.
Don't worry, dear. It's usually temporary, so.
We dead soon anyway.
It's different. Like, I'll take off my glove. Oh.
Just sigh.
I think just some healing potions will do fine.
Yes, of course. That'll be 50 gold pieces.
Now, do I have? I said I had empty pockets. Do we have money?
We are about to earn
Yeah,
1,000 gold, ma'am. We
yeah.
can pay you. Well, we can't pay right now, but we'll pay you after.
Oh yeah, if you survive, of course.
Of course, we will survive, and we will give you the money.
How do you take songs as a down payment?
You know, in this city, songs can actually be a form of currency, but it has to
Really?
be a particularly good song, yes.
All right, take my loot in front of me. What do you want to hear?
That's up to you, isn't it? You're the one offering this as some
Okay.
sort of legal tender.
Okay. I guess is that charming then? Can I
try
roll
charming,
to play a great song about a really hot potion seller who beats
Potion seller.
potion seller?
Hello.
That's a 15.
I'll just aid, like
yeah.
drumming a beat on my chest plate.
Go for it there. You can see if you're
A 1.
Whoa. Is that a 15 total with your
Yeah,
modifier and
total.
everything?
Yeah.
It's even worse because it's our own puppy heroes die. It's
It's very out of beat. It's very, it's very.
betraying us.
It's like, shut up,
rough.
man. Shut up.
So,
Oh my god.
Margaret starts this endeavor with her arms crossed, kind of like watching. But as the song goes on, she kind of loosens up. By the end of it, she's sort of bent forward, sort of listening intently. Oh, I suppose you've charmed me a bit, and it's not going to be too much of a loss if you come back. Do you have a next of kin, perhaps I can write down? I can pass your debt onto them.
Yes, my son. His name is Real Boy Very Alive.
Real boy, very alive. Okay, and is that with 1 A or 2 A's?
As many as you wish, darling. Wink.
Okay, real boy, very alive. I will make sure that he pays his dues. Here then, I suppose you've earned them.
Oh, thank you.
I hope you have more than just a silly little song to play when you face off against our champion.
About that, can you? You helped me out once. Can you help me out again? Tell me.
Oh no, my dear, I'm very sorry, but rules are rules, and the entire city gets to enjoy this spectacle once a year, and in exchange, we don't talk about it.
Well, should we go back? To,
I look very concerned to you.
Is it because you're blue now?
No. Never heard you talk about a son. And we're not supposed to look into the champion.
Oh, Adalard.
Meanwhile,
Just stop.
so it was in the book.
Well,
So back in the arena, yeah.
Back in the arena. How's your book about pirates?
next book. Second try. I'm leafing through this book. See if I can ascertain some information about this champion from the history.
Okay, I don't think there's a roll required for this. You can read pretty fast, unless you want to like glean a lot of information. You can
I'm willing to roll for
Yeah,
it.
roll for it.
Yeah, I'm smart.
do a smart roll.
Yeah.
Neo, load that shit up.
Don't fail me now. Come on. If you've rolled like very shitty a couple of times in a row, then the chance is high that you roll high, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like the
that's
karma
probability.
function in Baldur's
Hell
Gate,
yeah,
right?
it works. It works. 18 total.
Wow.
Oh shit!
18
Roll
Karmic
my
dice.
smart roll.
There you
So
go.
you devour this book in about 3 minutes, yeah, just but front to back. And it details the history of the town. It's very confusing though for the first maybe 100 or so pages because they're talking about this port city, this fishing city, this place where goods and services were traded for many, many, many years. And then it all makes sense to you. In the middle of the book, a massive drought cleared out the entire sea that the city was founded upon. And since then, it's essentially been a large, near desert city.
How strange.
What does the book say?
Well, there used to be an ocean around here, and it seems like at some point it just started evaporating and turned this place into a desert. Do I know of any ways why that might happen? Because it feels to me that it's not like a natural thing that happened.
There is some talk about the leader who founded the current incarnation of the city after it became this sort of desert city, Groningen-based, defeating some sort of a creature. And once this creature was defeated, the sea dried up.
A creature, and when it was defeated, the sea dried up.
Mm-hmm.
Any mention of the nature of this creature?
It lived in the water. That's about as much as people, and it was a terror to the merchants and things like this. It plagued the city when it was a seafaring city. But
See,
it's death.
pirates. I'm telling you, pirates.
Yes.
They dried up all the sea so it wouldn't be easy for pirates to get to the city.
Yes, that kind of makes sense, I must say.
I know. You've been mumbling just bits when you read.
Yes, I tend to do that.
So
we
this
might
is-
make a student out of you,
And
Micky.
this is what I
uh,
patched together. You're
this is
like, water,
incredible
no, sea,
progress.
no.
Perfect. So, we're dealing... so some kind of monster has been defeated, which was some kind of aquatic thing, and it was defeated, and then the sea dried up. All right.
With this, you guys hear one more announcement.
10 minutes, folks. Just 10 more minutes, and then the festivities can begin.
I think at the sound of that, you and I should probably go back.
Start
Adalard.
jogging. Yeah.
Start jogging.
Yeah.
Are you still mad at me about my son?
Yes.
Okay. But so potions in hand, I'm like, rushing back to the gang.
You've acquired 4 healing potions.
4 healing potions.
They can be used to recover 2 pips of your health.
Ooh, not bad.
2 pips.
2 pips. I only have 4.
This is the first time
Then
I
you're gonna
heard
need 'em.
the word pip.
Okay.
Hey, same.
We meet up with Micky and Eridanus, and we what'd you learn, you guys? We got some potions. I put them on the table.
Well, this city has a remarkable history. Let me tell you. It seems that once this was an aquatic port city. It's strange, right? Since there's no water around. Well, apparently, some kind of aquatic monstrosity was defeated some point in history, and then the whole sea dried up. Could you imagine? How remarkable!
And Micky, you said you saw a rack for 4 weapons.
Yes.
And I'm like overly thinking. I'm trying to figure something out of these connecting things.
You appear to be thinking, but it doesn't look like there's anything going on.
Eridanus, have you ever? How many arms do sharks have?
I believe technically 0.
Damn, I was thinking 4-armed shark, 4 swords in each hand.
Well, there is the 4-armed shark, but I don't think that's real.
4-armed shark. Maybe we're facing the 4-armed shark. Oh no, I'm scared of sharks.
Well, that would.
I'm
be
terrified
problematic.
now.
That
You
would
can
be
just,
problematic.
when you're discussing all these different types of monsters, Micky is just going, eye twitching, just.
I'm probably just like making some shit up on the spot about monsters that I definitely know about and that know some things about, and then ruling them out because of reasons that I made up.
Yes, I
You're
heard
Sherlocking
Yeah.
No.
mind palace.
No, but the 4-armed shark would be preposterous. It wouldn't dwell in this arid climate. No. It couldn't be a 4-armed shark. No.
Goodness, Adalard, you ever faced a shark before?
I have my helmet on, so you can't see me.
You can't tell that he's blue.
Well, no, I can't say I have. I haven't been on the sea very much. I wanted to say though, Micky, we have been in battles before. We're facing it off in 10 minutes. I don't want you to be afraid. We can do this, Micky. You can do this.
Thank you for your vote of confidence, but does this normally work when you say, I don't want you to be like this? Because my parents used to try that with me. Don't be like this! It never... It didn't work.
Micky, believe in yourself.
Okay.
You are such a great addition to this group since the moment that you joined. I wouldn't want to have it otherwise.
Yes, without you, we wouldn't have learned anything about the history of this magnificent place.
Yeah, I did score that pirate book.
Yeah, Micky, I wrote a song about your heroism and prowess, and I started to play something that's clearly I just inserted your name at like random moments.
Well, I appreciate it, you guys. Okay, I feel better.
I think I'm going to try to cast some protective spell. Use the remainder of our preparation time to work on something that maybe can shield us or something like that, or whatever. Just I think of protective magic while I'm going through the book and hoping that.
So, what you got there?
My loot?
No. You're... Never mind. Adalard, what did you buy?
Oh, we bought some potions.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Can I have one?
Yeah, of course. We'll share them equally.
Oh, you're such a good guy,
Of
Adalard.
course, yes.
And I just look at Butterscotch.
I just tower over you, and I'm like, "You want one?" And I like dangle it on top of you. Huh? You want a little potion? Huh? 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 Okay, here you go. And I put it down. I put it on your head.
I take it, and then I just mumble, I hope it eats you first. The four-armed shark.
Awesome.
4 longswords.
All right.
So yes, I
Fucking
wanted.
gorgeous motherfucker, asshole.
And cut.
I'm a try and do some protective magics.
Okay. Is there a particular nature of the spell you want to do?
I'm thinking I've seen my teacher cast like some like protective wards or some force shields around herself and other people. So I'm just going to try to replicate that.
Okay.
Just from memory.
Yep. Use your magic skill for that.
Right. That's a 12 total.
Okay. So you cast a spell on your party, and we'll see if it was effective when the time comes.
Oh my.
This will keep you safe, definitely. There's nothing to worry about. I've seen this spell used many times. Used this spell many times, and yes, it's we're good. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so that is what Eridanus is doing. Micky, what would you like to do with your last 10 minutes before the fight, or before the event?
I would like to grab some of the bloody sand bucket residue
Sure.
and put it in both my pockets. So 2 hands full of bloody sand,
Pocket
basically. So that little, it's like, what is it? Sticky, undulated blood on there, and
Yeah.
just stick it in both my pockets.
Okay.
So that I have 2 hands full to throw sand,
Okay.
bloody sand, hopefully.
Pocket blood sand, yeah.
Pocket blood sand.
Nice. Okay.
You know, the new pocket bacon.
All right, cool. Adalard, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'll be strongly gazing at Micky the whole time in a good way, because I start mumbling some words and use my stalwart ability
Okay.
and do an extra protective spell on just Micky.
Okay, nice. Make your check there.
Aw.
Well, that's a 12.
Oh, okay. So you also cast your spell, and you feel a little bit better in general from having 2 spells cast on you. But again, we will see when the spectacle begins if it has had the desired effect.
Yeah.
As soon as that kicks in, I turn around and think to myself, maybe I should have done something better to prepare. And just wipe off my bloody sand hands and look at Adalard, casting protection spells just on me. And I go, thank you, Adalard. Can you just put your visor up? I can't really see you.
I forgot.
What the fuck? Why are you... Never mind.
No, don't look at me.
Okay, I won't. It will probably go away.
No, it will definitely go away. I've seen this before.
Yeah,
It's,
right.
nothing to
I
worry about.
just look at the magician and go like, "Did you see this?"
Yes, it happens to the best of us. Yes, it is.
Okay, Butterscotch, what would you like to do with your last 10 minutes?
I think it's only fitting as a bard that I do some type of inspiration AoE like song that boosts us all, boosts morale.
Okay, you want to try to boost morale?
Yeah, I wanted to give us all like a D10 to attack, and
is
makes
everyone-
us invincible. And,
Does everyone like Butterscotch in the party? Or, like, how's everybody feeling about Butterscotch, you know?
I don't feel that good about him.
Right now, I feel a little conflicted as well. Since, our the thing that happens, I saw him lying, and he clearly knew that he couldn't investigate the champion. So I don't know. He feels a bit irritated. Also, his skin is blue because of him, even though he didn't know.
He has this child that he just abandoned.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I can't believe I haven't heard of him.
Okay, so fairly tough crowd.
I'm good. I'm good. We're good for my part. Yes.
I wink at the wizard. Wink.
Oh, yes.
So I'm
Yeah,
going to
go
roll
for it.
for
Yeah.
charming.
Charming.
8 total.
8 total. So Your opinion hasn't really changed. You don't feel very inspired. And this has just confirmed what you guys already knew. That Butterscotch is an untrustworthy swine, and any magic or protection or inspiration that they try to give you is probably something to be avoided.
I don't think this will help in our 2-part arc when we start.
No, it's
Scratching the
the
horse.
redemption arc is to come.
Right.
Butterscotch, you really need to work on your incantations. I'll teach you at some point.
It's not incantations, it's vibe, baby, it's music.
Then you might need to work on your vibe. Shut up.
Have you ever checked your vibe? So
Yes,
with
vibe
this,
check.
there's another announcement.
3 minutes, everyone. 3 minutes. Everyone, get to your seats as fast as you can. This spectacle is about to begin. And can we ask our contestants to please return back to the wet room?
This is it, guys. Let's do it.
We've done this before.
Yes.
Yes.
For my son.
Do you have a son?
No.
What?
Don't look at me.
These are some really weird things to say right before we go into battle.
It'll help you. You'll be distracted. Focus on surviving. I'm clearly tilted from having a bad performance earlier, so I'm just trying to take it out on the world, you know.
Hey, Butterscotch,
Yes.
get your head in the game.
Gotta get your head in the. That could be a song.
Yes.
Gotta get your
Because
head in
you're
the game.
using your head, and we're doing a game. And using the head in the game will increase the likeliness of us winning the game. So use it. Your head in the game.
Just walk away.
It's good. It's a good reaction to that. Yeah.
Adalard, maybe you should do the pep talks next time.
I said what I needed to say.
I'm gone already. I'm out. I'm not
Good, I feel inspired already.
So, you all make your way back to the wet room that you found yourself in at the very beginning of the day, awaiting the announcer to hype you up and to introduce you once again to the crowd. You can hear through the grate, and you can kind of just see through the kind of iron bars, the figure of this dwarf kind of walking around as he looks up at all the different people and announces once again, "The time has come. Our yearly arena competition, a crucible, if you will. And we have 4 very fine and admirable contestants who have agreed to fight off against our champion. I want to once again introduce you to Micky the Clock, Eridanus Epsilos, Adalard, and Butterscotch. They will be our fighting heroes for today." And with this, the gate opens up, and you guys kind of walk back out into the crowd, and an even more uproarious round of applause than the previous times meets you as you come outside.
I stay really close to Adalard.
Yep. So when you get out and kind of like the glare from the lights kind of subsides, you notice that this dwarven announcer, he is currently standing in the center of the arena on a very small dinghy, like a small rowboat, essentially. In both of his hands, in each hand, is 2 harpoons. And as you enter into the arena,
Oh, that's what those are.
he beckons you over and he says, "Come, our heroes, join me here up on this this podium of mine, and say your concluding remarks to the audience, if you will."
Clock this.
A very fitting introduction once more. I think that's all that needs to be said, really, isn't it? Clock this.
Clock this. I say again with a lot less bravura than it took me everything.
Well said, Mickey.
So he hands each
What's
of
your
you.
words, Adalard?
He hands each of you a harpoon.
Butterscotch.
You got a
says-
harpoon?
A harpoon, yeah.
cool.
And he says, "Best of luck to all of you." And then he jumps down off the boat and he really quickly scampers off into the side rooms. And then the gates close down. And the crowd are all kind of standing there very, very like attentively and quiet, on bated breath, waiting for something to happen.
Adalard, do you fight 4-armed sharks with harpoons?
Well, it's a good weapon to use if you're not skilled in the arcane arts, such as myself.
Shit.
So with
You want
this,
to use mine? Do you have 2?
I can barely hold my own.
Adalard?
I have this big sword in my one hand and this harpoon in the other, looking as ready as I can.
I'll just put mine down and get my wand instead.
So with this, you kind of feel a rumbling and then like a shaking, and then like the whole place starts to shake, and then from the center, the floor beneath you starts to move in 2 different directions, and all the sand begins to fly down kind of into this sort of pit.
You could have inspected the arena.
From the sides, water begins gushing into the space, and it also falls down into this hole for a brief second, until eventually so much of it gushes down that it rises all the way up, and then eventually your boat is now buoyant, and you're almost eye level with the first row of the arena crowd as you're kind of bobbing up and down here.
Can I see the old lady elf?
Yes, you do.
She's in the first row?
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing. I wink at her, of course.
Her poor heart cannot take this. She keels over.
No.
You're not quite sure if she's probably all right, but yeah, she just immediately clocks out.
How does the rest of the crowd react to...
Again, people are still waiting. It's like they're still just waiting with bated breath for something to happen. This was a pretty, strange and out of the way thing to happen already, but they also seem to be waiting for something else to happen.
Four-armed shark, man.
I'm trying to... I'm alert. That's one of my skills. So I try to peer into the fathoms below to see if I can sense anything moving down there.
Sure.
Discern anything.
Do an alert check for me.
That's +2. So that is a 10 total.
So you peer down into the sort of dark waters, and you're looking around for a while, and the whole time your boat is kind of bobbing around. And then just around the time it gets sort of roughly into the center of the arena, you see what appears to be a very small, almost like squid-looking creature. Very, very small. And then it becomes very apparent that it's not small. It's very, very far away from you. As it begins to rush up very, very quickly, and then eventually the head of this creature pushes your boat to one side, and in all 4 corners of the arena, very, very large tentacles pop up out of the water and begin flailing about, and they try to kind of push the boat towards the mouth so that it can bite at it on top of you. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to roll initiative now.
Yeah.
And the way this works, it's a little bit different from regular Dungeons and Dragons. You guys are going to go in turn order, but it's going to go your team, bad guys team, your team, bad guys team.
Gotcha.
This is just a straight roll, right?
Yes.
6.
Got 6 for Adalard.
18 for Micky.
18. Okay.
12 for Eridanus.
12 and Butterscotch.
8.
8. Okay, actually pretty nicely rounded out of the way that I have it written here. Okay, so you see this creature burst out from the water, and the first person to act, Micky, your nerves get the best of you in a good way, and you're first to go.
How far are we away from this?
So the arena itself is 50 feet by 50 feet.
Yeah.
Each corner now has one of these tentacles, which is about a 10-foot radius around.
Yeah.
So they're taking up quite a bit, and very center of the arena is the head of this creature, which is about 15 feet radius, but it's kind of like like a sphere, and you're about 15 feet from that right now, but you're currently getting pushed towards it by the southern tentacles.
That can't be good. I go.
Good observation.
This can't be good. Good observation. Adalard, what do I do?
You fight it head on, of course, Micky.
Okay. And the stalwart protection and inspiration from Adalard, not Butterscotch, gives me the courage and also the dread of all my outstanding debt that I need to act in. I will feint.
Okay.
With EINT
Yeah.
to feint out of the boat.
Okay.
And then sneakily go on the side of the head. So not in what I assume is going to be the maw later on.
Yeah, which is facing directly towards
Yeah. Not straight in, but on the side where the neck meets the tentacle, I would assume something.
Sure.
Side of the head.
Okay, so make your feint check. If you pass, I will say you make it to the side of the head and you're currently undetected.
So I will be using the sneaky skill for that.
Feint is one of your skills?
No, I just wanted to give it
you want to
flavor.
feint, yeah, sure.
I wanted to use sneaky.
Then use your sneaky skill, yeah.
Okay. 10.
10. So unfortunately, you faint, FAINT, into the water. You muster up as much courage as you can, and you're fully planning to just make a beeline straight for this massive creature. But the second your foot leaves the side of the boat and you realize exactly what you're doing, you mess up, and you just sort of face plant down into the water. You just barely manage to hold on to the side of the boat and keep with your teammates.
Okay. Well, that's that.
All right, so the southern tentacles are going to use their turn to push you forward, and it's also going to who would be in the back of this boat? Who would be kind of manning the, you probably in the back, right? It's going to hit the back of the boat, so it's also going to hit you.
Adalard, yes.
So it's going to be 15 against your AC.
Yeah, it's 14.
It's 14. Okay, so that's you take 1 pip of damage,
All right.
and then the next person to go is going to be Eridanus, and you guys move 5 feet closer to them all.
Sure, yeah.
I think what Micky's plan was pretty alright to try to meet it head on, but not where the mouth is. So I would like to try, maybe use some water bending technique to push us to the side of the mouth instead of making us go head first into the maw.
Absolutely, yeah. But what skill would you like to use for that?
Can I use my magic for that?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, Cora.
Come on. Magical, let's see it. Come on. That's an 11.
11 total? Okay, so it's not terribly difficult to maneuver yourself around like this. You manage to kind of push yourself off course into the maw. So you're still moving forward, but you're not going to hit it directly in the mouth. It's going to have to readjust you guys as well as push you forward if it wants to eat you.
Awesome.
Okay. So on its turn then, let me see. Yeah, the other tentacle on the southern side now is going to, having seen you do this, seeing that you're some sort of magical user, it's going to try to pick you up.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's going to be a 22.
Yeah, that'll work.
So it comes along and you just kind of get like a sucker right to the forehead and it lifts you up by your head and then just like flings you maybe 15 feet from the boat now. So you're bobbing around in the water and you take 1 pip of damage.
All right.
Oh no.
Did my protective spell do anything?
Hasn't done anything yet, but it's still in effect. You can sense that the magic is still there.
All right.
Butterscotch, your turn.
Oh, my turn. Oh my goodness. I think I want to do some sort of some type of vicious mockery type thing on this creature.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make it feel pitiful and weak and small, and I want to insult it and its mother.
Okay. Not the easiest task, but you can go ahead.
So I'm going to use my. Can I use charming?
You're kind of doing the opposite of charming, though. You're kind of trying to demoralize it and make it feel bad.
Yeah, I gotta use my magical then.
You need magic? Yeah, go for it.
That's 20 total.
20 total. Okay, cool. So you can hear from the depths below, or I suppose from its mouth, it kind of like this groan come out as you let loose your magical words, and the telltale signs are there. The tentacles kind of shrink in a little bit. It bobs down a little bit below the water. You've definitely hurt this creature's feelings, and it's going to take a pip of damage for that as well.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
In retaliation, unfortunately, however, from the other side, the northern tentacles, they're going to in unison kind of splash down like this, and they send a big massive ripple all the way down, which kind of jerks the boat from side to side. So unfortunately, as you were standing at the front casting your spell, you are going to be the main target of this attack. It is a miss, however. You managed to be unaffected by it and hold on to the boat.
The boat does a whole like flip around. No.
And then our final hero is Adalard.
Yes, it's time to make some sushi.
You got this.
And I'm gonna try to clean cut the tentacle that's holding Eridanus.
Well, it threw Eridanus.
It threw you.
It's still close by. You can take a swing at it.
Yeah, right. It just picked up,
And tossed.
Yeah.
tossed you. Well, I want to do clean,
Nice.
like see if my big blade can clean.
Dull butter knife.
You're very dull knife, yes.
It has two edges. This blade, and one edge is definitely.
Yeah. One for hammering, one for cutting.
It Let's see. So I'll use strong for this. See if I can go through it. No, I'm rolling really badly.
Okay, so-
it's 6.
So you
Stop
try
using
your
our
best.
own Pop Heroes die, please.
This one is not good.
It's okay. I'm using the Pup Heroes die as well. And
Yeah.
I'm killing it.
Yeah.
So you run up and you try to swing and try to fight back against the beast, but unfortunately you're just a little bit too slow. Your massive weapon dragging along behind you, and you miss the tentacle.
I'll try one more thing, if you'll allow me, DM. Because we're in some kind of rowboat, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I want to do is I want to, if I miss with this swing, see if I can use the momentum of my blade to shove it in the back of the rowboat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of on the rear. It's called, right? The end. Yeah.
The stern.
Stern. The
Yeah.
rear or the stern? Well, the backside.
The back,
basically.
yeah.
And like jam it in there,
Mhm.
so I can kind of use it as a stirring mechanism.
Sure, yeah. I'll allow that as long as you're okay with the fact that your sword is now gone. Like it's being used for that now.
Sure.
Yeah. If you want to grab it back, you're gonna have to do something to get
World's
it.
heaviest rudder.
Yeah. But I think that's okay. I'll allow that. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. So I kind of like
Yeah.
I try to stir us in the right direction.
So it's now the head of this creature's turn. It's going to take a big gulp of water and it's going to spray it right at you.
Oh no.
That's going to be
That one has been rolling fine.
23.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
14.
Oh, 14. Sorry, yeah. So it's not a critical hit. You're okay, but you take 1 more pip of damage. Yeah, and it's just massive stream of very highly pressurized water just kind of blasts you in the face. But we're now back to Micky the Clock, who is just barely managing to hang on in this this water.
Because I'm already in the water now.
Yeah.
Could I have I'm already bargaining. Already started bargaining. But because I'm already in the water now, could I have advantage on the sneaky to just, go underwater and then just... I'm making for the listeners, I'm making a underwater swimming motion with my arm. And go like, shoop, shoop, shoop.
I'll give you advantage, but as long as you're willing to accept the risks.
Sure.
No. Fair enough. Yeah, go for it.
Death or glory.
He just
drown you.
That is 24.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, 22. Or, luckily, a 10. So 22.
22. Okay, so you're a fairly small creature and it's very large open space. You manage to get underneath the water and shimmy up, and now you're on the side of the creature, and it doesn't seem to notice that you're there.
Nice.
At least doesn't show.
Then I
that
want to
it is.
stab him with a harpoon.
Sure. We'll say that's all part of the same action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So he takes 1 pip of damage as well. So you like an underwater torpedo, you
Yeah.
and then just stab him right in the side.
Yes. And then I do have to go up for air, so I can't stay under.
Yeah.
Because
But you're on the side of it now, and you're away from the party.
yes.
Okay, so it is the southern tentacles' turn. Some ones that are behind you guys. They are going to once again push you forward, and you're going to get caught up in the blast of this. So as you're now in the water,
Yep.
you're going to get like bashed up against the boat as they do this. Okay, it's only a 10 to hit.
That is my AC.
Oh, unfortunate. So that's going to be 1 pip of damage.
Beats it.
You are, however, right beside the boat again, which is good for you. And the boat gets pushed another 5 feet. So it's now 5 feet from the maw. And as it gets closer, the creature's mouth is now starting to open, expectantly waiting for you to enter. It's Eridanus' turn.
All right. Okay.
Don't think potion.
What can I
of
try
healing
to
will save you
do?
from the inside of this thing's mouth. Look, I got this. Look.
I think I'm alert. I would like to, since I've seen the creature from below the waterline and above the waterline, see if I can, as my friends aren't all doing as much damage as they want, see if I can find some weak spots or any good route of attacking.
Okay, sure.
Come on, sharp eyes.
Come on.
Give me some good. That is a 10.
10 total. So
Pretty good.
you take a look at it. The bottom doesn't seem to have any particular weaknesses. However, from the top, you could probably go for the eyes, something like that. But having seen it now, it took you a second that the fear set in when you first saw it. You can tell this is probably a kraken. So you know what it is. You've heard stories about how people defeated them before, but unfortunately with a 10, that escapes you right now.
Yep.
Okay, it's the creature's turn again.
Go for the eyes!
Go for the eyes!
I try to scramble up in both again, if I can.
Yeah, I can say you can probably use your movement for that. You can just
Cool.
should be up. So you're all back except for Micky. You're all back on the boat again. So the other tentacle to the south is now going to veer you back on course with its action. And let me see, probably hit you.
Go for it.
So it's gonna
Butterscotch?
it's gonna go and hit Butterscotch. It's a 12 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. It's 1 pip of damage. As you're on the far side of the boat, so it kind of jostles you around, and you kind of hit up against the side and stuff like this.
The headstock of my loot thwacks me
Yeah,
in the head.
bang. You're gonna have to get that looked at later on. Your head and the loot. But with that, it is now Butterscotch's turn.
Okay, Butterscotch, with a quick thwack to the head, gets a great idea and looks at the crowd. And what I want to do is I want to find the biggest, baddest fighter who's watching the game.
Okay.
And I just want to convince them that for a part of our earnings, for them to just jump in and fight with us.
Okay.
Like, F the rules, just jump in and thwack the Kraken.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my charming to
Yeah,
try
yeah.
and
The bold move.
do that.
Adalard pissed off again.
Okay, that is an 11.
11. So you look in the crowd as much as you can to try to find someone
Old
who could
ladies.
possibly. Unfortunately, Butterscotch being the hound dog that he is, you can't keep your eyes off of the very beautiful women in the front row, and you don't manage to find any worthy fighters.
Please jump in. Please.
It's your job to win. It's their job to swoon. Okay. Unfortunately, you are unsuccessful.
Damn it.
So the northern tentacles this time, they're going to do the same thing as before, except they're going to do it slightly differently. They're going to try to basically capsize your ship forward. So they're going to send a big, massive ripple of water like underneath you, and just flip you forward towards the Kraken.
Okay.
That ain't good.
And I guess it's going to hit you. Well, actually, no, you're on the side. Probably going to hit you while they're doing it. So you're going to take the brunt of the. Because
Sure.
you're at the back of the ship, right?
Yeah, sure.
Adalard.
Oh.
That's a 25.
Yeah.
Is that a crit?
I think so. How
It-
much?
10 over your AC.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so you take 2 pips of damage.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Adalard is not looking too great. His skin is not only blue anymore; it's also red.
And a bit
Fudge.
Hey, that's what you were looking for, right? Was the red? The
Oh,
red.
the red flowers.
Yeah, I
did
was
it,
looking for the
Adalard.
red flower. That's true.
And you guys now are also pushed 5 feet, so you're pretty much getting swallowed soon. Adalard, it's your turn. You're now bobbing up and down in the water. The ship has capsized.
Go for the eye!
Okay. Can I drink one of the potions just as a free action?
Yeah,
thing?
you can just chug it.
I'll do that. I'll do
Nice.
that. Yes. So that's two hit points,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, 2 pips, yeah.
2 hit points. So I'm back up a bit. And what I'll do is, because my my stirring mechanism is clearly not working, so I'll try to jam out the sword again.
Yeah, you're going to attempt to do it.
Yes.
It's going to be a little bit more difficult as the sword is now technically kind of underwater as well. But
Do
you can
need
still
to-
attempt it.
Do I need to roll anything?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
To get it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the dealio.
Ooh, that's good. That's like a 19.
19? Okay, so you managed to yank the sword out. You're a fairly strong guy.
Yeah. And we're now quite close to the thing.
You could, if you wanted to, swing at its face.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Pointing at the eyes.
Pointing in the eyes. Oh yeah. I will use the harpoon.
Mm-hmm.
I will use the harpoon,
Okay.
and I'll javelin throw its javelin. In my head, I was like, oh, it's like one of those harpoon guns, but it's
a
harpoon, like a physical thing. That
Just
you
a
use.
spear with a hook on it.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's
Okay.
got like 10 foot of rope attached to the other side as well.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
I'll attach that to me. I'll attach that.
Attach it to Mickey.
I'll attach it to Mickey. No, I can't reach Mickey, I think. So I'll okay. Well, the I kind of stand on a piece of rope with my foot, and then
Well, you can't stand. You're in the water.
I'm in the water.
You're all in the water. The boat is just capsized.
Oh.
Also, I just sink like a brick then.
No, you're a hero. You can float.
Okay.
You're a
okay.
hero, man.
Yeah. Heroes don't just die at the bottom of the ocean.
Hero flotation.
Yeah.
All right.
This is the thing.
Well, then. Okay. I'll still go for a throw, I guess. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll yank it his way. With strong.
Yeah, of course.
Which is a 16.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So you aim perfectly right at the
Awesome.
eye. The eyeballs are so large that they, even with the javelin stuck in them, they still provide a decent amount of leverage.
Yeah.
It's going to take a pip of damage, and it lets out an even more ominous and monstrous kind of roar than it did before.
Yeah.
It shakes the whole arena, and it deafens you as it screams out in pain, and then begins to thrash around from the damage it's just taken.
Yeah. I'll use the rest of my movement
Yeah.
to start climbing up the rope.
Yeah.
Right,
sure, yeah.
like kind of like using my feet against the kraken's head, walking up the rope.
Yep, sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you can just pull yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, with one hand though, because I will be holding my sword, but I can lift heavy things.
Yeah, that's totally fair. So yeah, you manage to kind of like hoist yourself up,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
sort of like almost abseiling against
Exactly,
the side
yeah.
of the creature. Yeah. Cool. It's now the head's turn. So you're abseiling, so you're kind of safe. You're on the side, you're kind of safe. Our two competitors who are currently in the water, you're going to get eaten.
What up, Butterscotch?
So it's going to attack both of you at the same time. It's going to be for 10. Sorry, 11.
That hits, yeah.
That hits.
God.
Hits both of you.
Yeah.
You both take 1 pip of damage, and you're now inside of the Kraken's mouth.
I don't believe that's where you want to be.
Fudge.
Yep.
Okay.
You will take a serious penalty to further attacks that it takes against you, if that makes sense.
Understandable.
So you now find yourself, Micky. You find yourself with 2 less companions. What would you like to do?
Yeah. I just have faith in what Eridanus said, and I will continue stabbing it in eyes.
Cool. So you want to try to clamber up the side of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Quick. If I use my, is there any way I could give myself some advantage by doing a combination with my skills and an attack?
Well, think about what just happened. How do you think there's already something in the environment that could help you here?
I was kind of distracted with the camera as well, but
You could use there's a rope currently attached to the creature if you want to.
Adalard is abseiling on the other side. So
Yeah.
I will use the rope as stabilization to clamber up and then stab it with the harpoon.
Okay, that can be all done with one action.
Yeah?
Yep,
Okay,
absolutely.
great.
And which of your abilities are you going to use for this?
Quick.
Oh yeah, quick. That sounds good.
Yeah.
awesome.
Is a straight roll first? Ooh, that's an 18.
18.
Let's
for,
go.
The quick.
For the quick, yeah, sure.
For the clambering.
Yeah,
And then attacking.
I think quick as well, right?
Natural 20.
Nat 20.
Natural 20, and what's the total then?
Yes.
With
Oh, actually,
quick-
no. Natural 20 is always a crit. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
23.
Cool. So yeah, so you
Let's go.
get the other eye. There's about 5 of them, but you get the second eye, and you just put your thing through it. So it's going to take 2 pips of damage.
So it's just the inspiration
go.
that I get from Adalard. Again,
Sure, cool.
not Butterscotch.
Not Butterscotch. Yeah, of course.
I'm in the mouth.
What
of,
about
like,
my protective spells?
They feel quite good as well.
So
Clock this!
take the.
clock?
You can't, can you? Because his eye is now destroyed.
Can't clock this, motherfucker! It's a whole new side of Micky. This has been unlocked. Unclocked.
The upper hand has been unlocked.
Yeah.
Yes, Micky, I like your courageous side.
Yes.
So it's going to take a good bit of damage, and with 2 eyes now gone, and it's this kind of like purpley red goo, which you assume is its blood, sort of pouring out into the water and staining all of the water around you. It continues to thrash around, which the two of you inside can feel as it just kind of.
No.
This is fun.
No, it's not fun at all.
So it's going to use its southern tentacles to try to rip you off. And it's actually going to try to throw you as far as it can. That'll be a 17.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So you take a pip of damage and you're thrown 10 feet off of the creature. Then it is Eridanus' turn. So, Eridanus, you find yourself inside of the beast. You try to open your mouth to say your spells, but unfortunately the place is completely filled with water. However, luckily enough, your protective ward kicks in and manages to create 2 air bubbles around you and your companion.
Bless you, Eridanus. I will write songs of this heroic feat.
I knew this was going to happen, so that's why I cast this specific spell.
What rhymes with Eridanus? Above? No, go on.
Let's get to that later. So I'm since I'm down on my last pip of health, I'm going to quaff the healing potion that I received, and I'm also going to. Okay, this is a little bit of Hail Mary. The wand that I've been using has performed 1 successful spell this entire endeavor. So I think that since the wand chooses the wizard, and this one definitely didn't choose me because I stole it, it's not going to do what I want. So I'm going to Hail Mary this a little bit, and I'm going to basically, like a hand grenade, snap the wand and throw it into its gizzard.
And just let whatever magic comes
just
out.
let's just because this we got to get out of this fast, and that's the best that I can come up with because none of the spells in my book I actually know.
Okay, fair enough. Which of your skills would you like to use for this?
I think not magical because I'm definitely not maging about this, but I am going to use my smart.
Yeah.
Because I do this I do know about wands, like, hey, you don't fuck with wands because then they fuck with you.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm hoping that I'm doing this the right way.
You know how to break it.
Yeah, exactly. Come on. That's a 2. So that's a 5 total.
We're dead.
So
And the dice
you
are so
like-
pretty.
you like valiantly like hold Butterscotch back. You've got this whole plan, and then you break your wand and throw it, and it just straight down into its gullet and just disappears, and nothing happens.
No, wait for it.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Are wands supposed to blow up? What is this?
Yeah, you're not sure if any of the things he just said
I
about
have
how
no
wands
idea.
work are true. You're not sure if anything he
He
said
was
to
like
you
a
this
total
entire...
idiot to me. Threw his wand away.
Just give it some time.
Okay, so the other southern tentacle is going to try to throw you off.
They won't.
They will not. They will fail. Oh my god, I'm really good tonight, baby. That's a 21 to hit.
Yes.
You take one pip
Confirmed.
of damage, and it's going to throw you 10 feet off of it.
Please, guys, check in on the radio for this show. Pup Heroes getting slaughtered. So much fun, D&D.
Getting slaughtered is all part of the fun, guys. Butterscotch, it is your turn.
The real slaughter
Can
is
I
the friends
can
we
I
made along the way.
use instead of
Butterscotch's turn.
sorry as I was being hit,
Okay.
can I use strong to try to stay on the rope?
No, unfortunately not. No. It
Nice
got a pretty
try.
high score.
Good bargaining. Good bargaining.
Good bargaining.
I like
Nice
it. I like it.
I'm gonna swig the healing potion
Sure,
first
yeah.
of all. So that's 2 points, right? I'm back to full health. Woo! I feel youthful. I don't even know what to do. I'm with an idiot wizard who threw his wand away, stuck in the mouth. Can I look? Is there anything that might help me where there's like a sensitive spot of the kraken inside its mouth?
There's lots of teeth. It does have kind of like, I suppose, like our uvula,
uvula,
at
yeah.
the back of its throat. It has actually has like 6 of them. And they all kind of jiggle in different like frequencies.
Oh my goodness!
Fuck him up.
I could throw us up maybe. If I hit the uvula, we could get out of there. Fuck it.
Just with the harpoon.
I'm just trying to think of a way to charm a uvula to make us throw up. I best I do something magical, so I can, I can do magic loot blasts.
Yeah,
a
sure.
magical power cord that blasts out sound into a uvula.
Absolutely, blast
Hell
that
yeah.
uvula.
I'm gonna blast. I'm gonna blast that uvula. And
Oh my god.
That's a crit fail on the uvula hit. I rolled a 1.
Oh wow. Okay, this might be my first ever TPK of all time. So you try to blast the uvula and try to make it cough up. You cough the two of you up, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have any effect whatsoever.
Oh no.
Instead, it just swallows.
If I'm gonna die anyway, can I jump in and as a crit fail, wouldn't my loot like break or something?
No. There's nothing like that.
Oh,
don't worry.
you break.
Yeah. There'll be plenty of time for awful things to happen.
Yeah,
to you, don't worry.
Okay.
With that, it is the Northern Tentacles' turns. So they're gonna basically send 2 of these shockwaves down, and they're gonna smash the 2 of you into each other.
Oh no.
So they're gonna hit both of you.
But they
Attack.
will have to.
Oh my god! I wish I got these types of rolls when I was playing D&D because I never rolled as well.
Oh my.
It's gonna be 25 to hit both of you.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
10 above.
God.
So you get a crit. I think you get a crit as well, right?
Oh my god.
I die.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
both
20. Sorry, 23. Sorry,
Oh.
not 25. 23.
Okay, then it's 1. Then I'm
Yeah.
still up.
He's hanging on.
Yeah, 1.
So
1.
it's 2 if it's a crit?
If it's a crit, it's 2 pips. Yeah.
I'm still up.
Okay.
With 1
Stay
HP.
alive.
And the 2 of you are now just right in the middle, right in front of them all once again.
Micky!
This isn't going very well.
This is not good.
This is not good at all.
And then it's Adelard's turn.
Yeah, this is a choice. Do I go for the healing or for the damage? Micky.
What?
Micky,
Yes.
you need to do this.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw you up on the thing, and
Okay.
you need to stab it in the eye.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
Yes. Go for the eye that's already damaged. You might be able to go in a bit deeper.
Just throw me.
Okay. I'll grab Micky and I'll throw him up.
Okay, nice. Go for it.
Strong.
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 Be strong.
No.
God.
Oh my god.
No, it's so much. A 3, so that's a 7.
Oh my god.
So you throw Micky about 2 feet.
No.
To be fair, throwing while you're in the water,
Yeah.
throwing another person is
Yeah.
really hard.
I tried.
My
Okay.
name is he who lifts heavy things. So I thought maybe
He would have
And
the
Mickey's just
unliftable.
not heavy enough for you.
He's
too
not
light.
unliftable.
It's
That's
just
the
the-
problem.
Yeah.
I just go.
Yeah, he's
When you
liftable.
put the too much strength and you torque it like to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
side, and then it just goes sideways instead of up. I just make a backflip, going
Oh no.
Okay, so
with the harpoon.
This is bad, guys.
so it's the head's turn now.
Oh,
It's
no.
going to swallow the both of you.
Oh no!
Which means it gets to roll with advantage.
No,
Of course,
No, why would it? No.
14 on the
it
first
doesn't
one.
even.
already
need-
two.
Oh,
The second
this is
one.
the lowest
So,
roll
that's
I've seen.
Yeah,
an
that's a
advantage.
19 for
Oh
both
yeah,
of you.
sure.
But it's
Is
not
this-
for us. It's not for
Does
us.
it also do
just a-
damage?
Yeah, it's absolutely.
Oh,
So
okay.
you both take a
Well-
pip of damage, and
Yeah.
now you're no, not for you two.
Oh.
For these two. guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys are now swallowed fully. You're not just in the mouth anymore. You're swallowed, and you're on your way down into whatever disgusting digestive tract this creature has.
Well,
There's a jacuzzi down here.
And then we're back to Mickey's turn. So
Yes!
you've just been
Mickey!
Fuck 'em up.
you've just been thrown like this much. And
okay,
you plop back in the water.
okay. So
the harpoon with the rope is still attached to the creature.
Nice.
Yes.
and the healing potion was a free action,
You can just
right?
yeah, you can chug it.
Okay, that's the first thing I do. I just
still
go
have
like, when you're learning how to swim, with your hands up, I just do the little,
Yeah, you're bobbing,
yeah,
right?
the
Yeah.
bobbing thing, and I go, and I chug it, and then we have all used all of it, and we've
so.
all used
Yeah.
4 different terms for drinking.
Yes. Chug,
Yeah.
swig.
Listen that back.
I use swig, yeah.
Quaff.
I
All
quaffed
right.
it, yeah.
Okay, so I am back to 3 pips, and
Nice.
I will go to the rope on the side,
Mhm.
and I will try and use it as I don't even remember what movie this is. Probably thousands of movies where they Prince of Arabia, Prince of Persia.
You mean like
thing.
when they cut the rope?
No, where you did like run on the side while holding it.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And I will try to do that, and with the other harpoon, while I walk, and then stab it in the already damaged eye.
Okay, cool, nice. Yeah.
Very good.
Yes.
Let the dice
Is this
speak.
quick?
Yes, I'll say this is a quick action.
Fuck him up.
Is
High
this with
rolls,
advantage
baby.
for
High
any reason
rolls.
at all? I will,
I will
take
give you
pity.
pity advantage, yes.
Yes, pity advantage. I
you,
will
DM.
take it. I have.
Kill them with the power of pity.
Oh, that's an 18.
Good thing.
So 21.
Let's
21.
go.
How would you like to finish off this creature?
Yes. I will go. I will quaff it, swim to the side, clamber up the rope just a little bit so that I'm out of the water, and then I just go tap, 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 and I just run past the side, and I look at Adalard.
Yes, Micky!
Yes. Thank you, Adalard. You're the only person that really believed in me.
Of course!
And then even with the, of course, yeah, but that's not the point. And then I just nearly ran the microphone out of excitement. And then I just stab it with the harpoon, and then in the eye. And then I just hang there, Spider-Man style, when he's trying to stop the metro thing. And I just hang there, like, I'm not strong enough for this. And I just let go. And then I just fall. I just fall into the water. Yeah.
So you fall into the water, but as you do, there's another one more of these screams that this creature lets out. But this time it's different. You've all heard this before. This is a death knell. This is a death rattle, the sound of a creature on its very last breaths. And as it kind of begins to violently kind of twist around, the two of you get spun around the entire arena. Water gets splashed up. People are in shock and awe as they kind of try to guard themselves from this sort of, debris-filled water that's now squirting all over the arena. And just as it kind of begins to sink down, its tentacles go down first, and then its head starts to sink in. And then just as it does, and then a massive geyser of just innards fly out, and with it your two companions just fly up into the air.
Shit!
And then down onto the water below. And then just as it sinks away, there's a stunned silence from the crowd. Seems that nobody expected you to pull this off. And then the water begins to very slowly drain down. And then it's just as it gets to sort of where you were before, you find that there is solid ground beneath you. And you stand there soaking wet as everyone just looks on it in awe at the accomplishment that you've just accomplished.
Did you see me, Adalard?
Yes, Micky! Yes!
Yes, and I
Well
hug
done.
Adalard.
Yeah.
I hug Adalard.
Yes, of course.
Let's not tell anyone what happened in that visit. Yes.
I look at you disapprovingly, embarrassed. I want to scramble over to Micky. I want to grab him by the shoulder and look at the audience and be like, "Did you see this hero?" And I'm trying to bard it up, trying to make him like everyone like. Did you see how cool
Yes,
he was?
everybody saw it, Butterscotch,
Look at it.
because they were outside and you were inside.
I'm like, Anyway, remember his name, Micky the Great, the Micky the
clock.
Hey Micky, what do you want?
The clock.
You want people to really want? That's your name.
Yeah,
You
that's just my
You want
name.
people to remember you as Micky the Clock?
I
your
don't think
chance,
I
man.
need advice from you right now.
This is your chance. Look, they're all listening. Like you just say,
Yeah.
say anything. The clock. The clock.
Clock this!
And like you're all ecstatic, but again, there's total stunned silence. But as you say, the clock, everyone kind of goes, Micky the Clock, yes!
I start strumming random shit.
And I start throwing bloody sand out of my pockets.
It was useful after all.
And with this,
confetti.
We should have been washed clean since we're in the water.
your dwarven announcer makes himself known again. He kind of comes out in a large kind of yellow raincoat, and he walks over. That's now covered in filth and whatnot. He walks over and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in nearly 100 years, I give you our new champions of the Dangan Arena." What was your team name again?
Okay, group huddle. Micky, I think you should be the one to
think
choose our name.
We are the Pub Heroes!
The pub heroes, everyone! And with this, a massive round of applause begins to go as your 1,000 gold coins are carted out in front of you in a chest for you to take away.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, I think that's where we'll
Awesome.
I
leave
think
it.
we made the 50 minutes.
I think we made the 15 minutes, yeah.
Hell yeah.
That was amazing.
Awesome.
Wow. Yeah, thank you guys so much for playing. Do you guys want to say any last words about Pub Heroes or what we did or anything about D&D, anything like that?
Well, definitely try D&D because we've learned from the events that we organize at the forum twice a month, but also at the many events that we done Flash D&D now, is that how scary it might seem to people who've never played before, and that there's a lot of rules that you need to know. That's all not true. You can just join us and just come play with us. We'll show you the ropes. We'll tell you what you need to know, what you don't need to know, and just have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if needed, we can come to your party, your fraternity, to your company. You can hire us for anything. And if you want to join us, we're always looking for extra dungeon masters and, of course, players, but especially dungeon masters because just like Daniel did, they make us and take us on a great adventure, and we're always looking for more of those.
Yeah, man, make us heroes.
Make us
Hell
heroes.
yeah, man.
Mickey the Clock.
We won
Look
in
at
the
the
end.
clock. He started so humbly and then
Yeah.
just rose to heights never before
Yeah,
imagined.
this ego is never. I'm gonna flesh this out as a real character now.
I really like how I started as like a pompous bard, and you just flipped it on me. You
I
absolutely
know.
crushed
Yeah.
me. It
You
was-
did that mostly yourself.
Yeah.
But
but that was really good.
Yeah, do you want to have a character arc just like Mickey the Clock? Then come
Yeah.
to Pub Heroes.
think on the pub heroes. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
good
for
stuff.
myself, I'm mostly new to D&D, and this was very fun. It was very easy to get into, and I would absolutely recommend it. For any socials or websites or whatever, can you guys plug your stuff?
Instagram and our own website as well, pubheroes.nl. But for like up-to-date stuff, Instagram, and keep on checking the forum website for tickets.
So Instagram is Pub Heroes Groningen. You can find us on there. We have a link to our Discord, which is getting more and more active. We share memes. D&D nerd shit is on there. And we have a
And
quite
also
the active
people,
community.
and also
Yeah.
people looking for groups to set
Yeah.
up their own D&D
Sweet.
games.
Ticket swaps.
Hell yeah.
It's becoming a bit of a hub for
Yeah.
D&D
Yeah.
in the city.
Amazing. Well,
Yeah.
thank you guys so much. That was
Yeah.
really fun.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, man. Cheers.
Cheers. Good night.
Good night.